Whether you're at home or the office, eventually your laser printer is going to run out of toner, and in this video we're gonna go over 3 ways of replacement options, ranging from higher cost but really easy to do, to lowest cost and the most eco-friendly, but a little bit more involved. How's it going, everybody? My name's Eric. We're gonna be working on this Brother HLL2350. In this video, we're gonna be replacing the toner on it. So if you have this model printer, this video is perfect for you, but if you don't, a lot of the techniques are all overlapping with other models in the HL series and in other Brother series as well. So before we get into the video, if you haven't already, please give the video a thumbs up. If you have any questions about this tutorial or about your HL series or other problems with your laser printer in general, please put them in the comments section. And if you aren't already subscribed to the channel, consider subscribing, and let's get into the video. So if your printer is printing light, the pages are not as dark as they should be, maybe some words are missing, it's very, very light, most likely you are running out of toner. That's when you would open this front cover, pull out your drum unit, press this little green button here, grab your toner, shake it up a bit to move around that toner inside, and then put it back, reinstall that drum unit, and you should be good to go. However, this is a temporary fix. It's only gonna last for a certain amount of pages until it runs out of toner again, and then you can shake it up to move it again. And then eventually it's just gonna keep printing light, and that's when you need to replace the printer cartridge or refill it with toner. So that brings us to the first option, which is replacing the cartridge with an OEM, original equipment from the manufacturer. So it's the original Brother supplies. They make toner cartridges and they sell them at the most premium of a price. You can buy these off of Amazon. If you want to get them a little bit cheaper, you can buy them off of eBay. You can also buy them from like Best Buy or Walmart or an office supply store. They're gonna be premium prices, premium expensive. The cheaper place to get it would be Amazon. The cheapest place to get an OEM cartridge would be off of eBay. And once you get that, you just open the box. It's a one-to-one replacement. You pull out the old toner cartridge, put the new toner cartridge in, and then you're good to go. Option number 2 is getting a remanufactured or a third-party toner cartridge. You'll sometimes see brands in store that aren't original manufacturers, or off of Amazon, for instance. This one is Speedy Inks. It's a third-party replacement cartridge, and those tend to be cheaper. However, the quality seems to be a little bit less, or at least claimed by the manufacturer or by some people. Those you can get at some stores in person that do their own remanufacturing, or you can buy them third party off of Amazon or eBay as well. That brings us to the third option, which is actually kind of the tutorial I want to show, and that is how to refill the cartridge yourself. That's when we buy the powder, open up the toner cartridge, and then put it in, and should be good to go. That's what we're gonna be doing right now. And for this specific toner cartridge that we're working on, you're going to need a Phillips screwdriver, flathead screwdriver, or some sort of prying tool, either a needle nose, channel lock, or this kind of pliers. And you'll see why you need the pliers a little later in the tutorial. I recommend you put down some cardboard or some plastic, or work outside or in your garage if you can, because it is kind of messy, as you will see. And you're also going to need a toner replacement kit. I got this off of Amazon. It is 100 grams of black toner. Comes with a little fill spout. Looks like some gloves are in there as well. I will put a link to a toner refill kit in the description. It is by far the cheapest and the greenest way because you are not generating any waste with thrown away cartridges. Grab your printer and open the front cover. We're working on the HLL2350DW. Your printer may vary slightly, but for these series printers, you just pull this drum unit out, press this little green button right, and this should come out. Put the drum unit aside. You can move the printer out of the way because we're just gonna be working on this. This toner cartridge is the TN30, I believe. It was the starter cartridge that came with my printer, and they don't fill it with a lot of toner. So once you run out, you can fill it yourself. That's what we're doing right now. So for this model of toner, you're gonna see a side with a little plastic cap, and that's actually our refill hole. That's what we need to get to. And in order to get to that, we need to take out these two screws right here, lefty-loosey, and it's just screwed into plastic, so it's not that tight, and you can put that screw to the side. Once you get those two screws loosened, you're going to pull that off and place it to the side. Now it exposes our filler cap. That's what we need to get to. And you can take a prying tool or a flathead screwdriver, separate it a little bit with an upward prying motion to give you access to the lip. And then we're going to grab our pliers and try to grab just the clear plastic and pull up with an upward force. This can kind of be messy because there probably is, there we go, some toner residue in there. The cap should pop off with enough force. Put that cap to the side. I'm already getting toner on my hands. You're gonna get your refill bottle. You're gonna get your refill cap, and this just opens like a milk bottle. We're going to remove this, and then we're gonna have to cut the tip of that. You might have to cut that with a pair of scissors and then screw that on. Then you're going to take the bottle tip, put it into that hole, and then you're gonna squeeze a little bit, starting the flow of toner into there. And it is gonna take a little bit of time. And you really don't wanna be breathing this stuff either. So if you have a mask readily available, maybe put a mask on, but just keep filling. A couple taps and then a squeeze is the best method to get the toner freely flowing from the bottle to the cartridge. Once you have completely exhausted that bottle, you're going to take that cap and you're going to recap that hole, press it down, and get it to lock in place. Now we have this mess down here, and we also have some powder all over the cartridge. I'm going to take it outside, blow it off, to try to get as much of the mess off of the cartridge as possible. Okay, so here we are outside. I'm gonna blow on this. If you had a compressed air tank or a compressor at home or an air sprayer, you could spritz it a little bit. But a couple blows on it definitely spruced it up. If for some reason your drum unit gets powder on it as well, you can do the same thing. Take it outside, blow on it. If you're getting specks when you're printing, you are going to want to take a microfiber cloth and clean this surface right here, and then rotate it a little bit by rotating that gear. Clean that surface, because if there's any dust or dirt or anything on this, it can create these black specks that you don't want on your prints. So that is a tip. If you are having those black specks, you probably have dirt, dust, and whatnot inside of this roller that you need to clean out. But we're going to now reinstall this little cover. It only goes on one way, and it's kind of like that. And then these two screws go back. Brother does have some other cartridge designs, like this is a TN450 where it doesn't have any cover covering the fill cap. It's just a sticker, and in that case we would just kind of remove that sticker, pry up a little bit, and then we would just use a pair of channel lock pliers, kind of work the best to pull off that fill cap. So it just depends on your exact cartridge, but you're looking for that fill cap. Your mileage may vary. Don't forget to clean up. We're gonna put these tools away. Make sure to give your toner cartridge a good shake to evenly distribute all that new toner. Then you're going to place it back into that drum unit. It only slides in one way, and then slide that entire unit into your printer. And now let's do a test print. So here's an example of the very, very light print that we did. I just sent a signal to this printer. It should be printing any moment now. And look at that. You can see the difference, especially in that center column. It's supposed to be pretty much black, and as you can see here, it's very faded. And right there, it looks absolutely wonderful. So I hope you enjoyed 3 ways to refill or replace your toner cartridge in your Brother HL series laser printer. Mostly just refilling the toner cartridge, but I wanted to provide those other options for those who aren't as DIY. But I do thank you for watching. If you have any questions or concerns, please put in the comment section. If you haven't already, please give the video a thumbs up. Consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't already, and I'll talk to you in the next video. Bye.